What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. A few months ago, John Morant was severely punished by the NBA. He got suspended for 8 games, lost over $600,000 as a result of uh, a clip going viral of him in a club holding up a gun. The NBA didn't take too well to that, even though the man is not a convicted felon. He even have probably the rights to bear arms. I believe he do because according to them, he didn't do nothing illegal. It just didn't look right. And rightfully so when you see what's going on in this day and age where a lot of black people, young brothers and sisters is dying senseless to gun violence. And by him being in the NBA, even in their contracts, hold them to a rapport and the standard of accountability when being a role model and the brand that they push in the NBA. Y'all know the NBA have a history of the players communicating with the communities and outreaching to the children and the youth and all the programs they got going on. And for the most part, John Morant, man, let's just keep it real. After LeBron going to his closing out, eventually he gonna retire in the next 2 to 3 years. John Morant, let's just keep it real. When you look at what's out there, he is potentially and could have been, I'm gonna say could have been the new face of the NBA. Him, they wanted it to be Zion, but he just can't stay healthy. And you can't really push somebody to be the face of the NBA right now who been there already for a long time. So it won't be Steph Curry. It won't be Kevin Durant because they already in their 30s and 35. So what's gonna happen is what you have is a younger youth to carry the torch. And for the most part, John Morant was actually put in that position where he would be the one to actually be the new face of the NBA. But because of he want to continue to be influenced by Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy and all these young rappers, and he can't seem to break away from that, not understanding who he is and taking advantage of who he is. This has become a problem. And surrounding himself around ignorant young guys just like him who don't have his best interests, who ignorant and capitalizing off any crumb he give them. See, that's the thing about a lot of these young dudes, man. A lot of these young dudes like to surround themselves around guys who think just like them. They be intimidated to surround themselves around guys who hold them accountable, who have their best interests, who will let them know, like, no, look, bro, you got a lot going on for yourself. You don't need to be doing these type of things, man. If anything, we got people that can handle that stuff without you being in the limelight, without you being in the forefront. So even after that harsh scrutiny that he took to the point that the NBA sponsorship was all on him just months ago for a viral video clip of him in a club waving a firearm, just gave off a bad signal to the corporations, the foundations and sponsorships of big mega billion-dollar corporations that was actually investing in him to be a face and putting him in position to be this leader to embrace, only for you to do it again over this past weekend. So after coming off a suspension, by which a lot of people try to say because of those distractions, it may have caused Memphis a trip to the Western Conference Finals from all the distractions, and your leadership now have been in question. Just this past weekend, it happens again. Another video hit the internet of him in a car, same guys and homies, waving another firearm, separate than the other one. The NBA immediately suspended him from all NBA affiliations and business. We have yet to know the severity of how it's really going to be, but we know it's going to be worse than the first one. We already knew that he had a $125 million Powerade deal on the line, and this is going to get worse. I'm hearing at the least it may be 25 to 30 game suspension this time. It was 8 last time. And you know, in the Western Conference, every game counts in that Western Conference. We just seen how close it was in this last playoff running, where you could be in literally the 4th place, lose one game, and go all the way down to 8th or 9th. The West have always been that loaded with talent. Those games mean a lot. There's no such thing as giving up games in the NBA on the West Coast, in that Western Conference division. You can get away with some of that on the East Coast because it ain't as stacked and as in depth as the West is. You can't afford to do that on the West. So for you to put yourself in a position and being the leader of that team, the face of that team, and it's already that team ain't got no stars. You the only star on that team. That team just consists of role players. You the only star on that team, and here it is. You just ruined them possibly again. Because of what? Because you can't break away from wanting to be a rapper. You know that's crazy if you look at the history of the NBA and the history of hip hop. Have you noticed that the rappers want to be ball players and the ball players want to be the rappers? And we've seen many NBA players try to come out and be rappers. Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Damian Lillard, and a few more. And yet we also know most rappers always want to go ball and go hoop and have these hoop dreams of wanting to be in the NBA. And yet, when it comes to the basketball players, like Ja Morant, why you want to be like young boy NBA and Lil Durk? You ain't even tapping into, bro, the position you have that they like you. You're going out of your way to want to please them, to want to fit in, to be with them, when in reality, they wish they was you. They wish they was you. You know how hard it is to get Lil Durk or NBA young boy to have a $100 million sponsorship, $200 million shoe deal, $300 million NBA contract? Is you kidding me? Boy, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you out of your mind? No. No. Man, get out of here with that trash. You doing foolish, stupid things and may have just jacked off your whole NBA career. Let me tell you something about that NBA. Man, them people ain't gonna play with you. They will blackball you, just like they did Rasheed Wallace, just like they did Allen Iverson, just like they did Carmelo Anthony, just like they did Dwight Howard, just like they did DeMarcus Cousins, just like they did Rajon Rondo. They will blackball you. Don't matter about how good you is or how your talent is. You know them brothers still good right now. They don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them. Melo still can score 20 points at ease on any team. They don't want nothing to do with him. Dwight Howard can still average a double-double. He's doing that right now overseas. He's getting like 25 and 20, 15. He still could do that over here. Rajon Rondo still could lead a team. They don't want nothing to do with them. Attitude, bad behavior, bad choices in decision making. You're not finna mess off a multi-million-dollar corporation thinking that they need you. They don't need you. It's always somebody willing to replace you who is just as good. All that hard work you put in to get there only for you to now get here and mess things up because you got the contract. Then you're not even being in good leadership because you don't know how to lead. But of course you don't. You're only 23 years old. But you won't even surround yourself around people who actually can hold you accountable to keep you on a narrow path. And you're doing all this stuff and you're surrounded by the wrong people. If you want guns around you, hire security. They cheap. They don't cost that much. You got all that money. You jacking off money. You jacking off money. You trying to get your homeboys and guys and your 19, 20-year-old friends to surround you with pistols. Okay, if anything, then do it the right way. Do it just like LeBron did it. You take your young guys who your friends and homies, man, and you put them through schools and let them be in position to be your security. Oh, okay, how many of y'all ain't got no record? Oh, y'all ain't got no record? Okay, this is what I want y'all to do since y'all my guys. I trust y'all. I'm going to put y'all through schooling, and I'm going to make sure y'all start these companies, and then therefore, we good. Do it that way. Then your father and mama and them don't really want to discipline you because they're afraid of offending you, thinking you're going to cut them off of the water, of the well running dry. That's why his father and them ain't really trying to say nothing or really actually put his foot down and being a father because he don't want them to cut him out the money. And you ain't even thinking about the welfare of your own son because you scared to check him because now he make more money than you. And then bought you a house and then bought you a car. And you don't want to piss him off now. In case he don't pay the car note. In case he don't pay the mortgage on his house. He ain't got no choice but to do that. Okay? If you were smart, he don't have no choice but to do that. Okay? Your parenting don't go down because he making money. It should make him be even more respectable to you as a result of that. Because his credibility is on the line. You're going to end up losing your son out here on some stupid stuff because you ain't man enough to check him when he out of pocket. Selling out for the money. You seeing your son going astray. Surrounding himself around the wrong people. And you trying to be cool and homeboys with your son and you supposed to be a father. And then there's always boo-hoo and all this stuff. You steady making stupid decisions. Then he got the gun up and both his hands is showing it out while his homies recording him and uploading it. So what do that tell you? What do that tell you when your own homies and them selling you out? What do that tell you? Y'all all on live. Showing out for what? Boy, you got more money than you can spend. Show out for what? The girls. That's going to always be the downfall of you dudes. All that money, get you one bad chick who actually supports you and stand by your side, and you good. That's going to keep you out of a lot of trouble. But no, you want to keep up with your homeboys and guys eating off your name. And you trying to be something you ain't because you never had nothing. And since you never had, and you can tell when a person ain't never had nothing because they do stuff like this. You don't even learn. Then you want to issue these weak apologies to make it seem as though you're going to get it together. And that ain't nothing but talk to put you back in position to get another check. You a father. You're a role model. You have a lot of influence whether you want to accept the responsibility or not. It comes with it. When you sign them contracts, these things are in your contract. You represent the NBA on and off the field. You want to be like Young Thug. You want to be like NBA Youngboy. You want to be like Lil Durk now. Man, get out of here. When they want to be like you. You got more money than all of them. You got more money than Lil Durk. You got more money than Young Boy NBA. You got more money than Young Thug. And you doing it the legal way. Doing something you enjoy doing. Every time you see them holding the gun, he playing Young Boy NBA and Lil Durk. Now, you want to act like you them. You want to put yourself in their shoes. Is you really paying attention to them boys' life? Everywhere they look, gunfire. Not knowing they're going to be indicted the next day. In and out of the courtrooms. Losing all type of homies and friends and family members. You really trying to be like them? Boy, wake the hell up. No. No, 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 no. No. Man, get out of here with that trash. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. Always trying to show out. Always want to be seen. There's enough cameras on you as it is. Like, damn, how much do you want? You Ja Morant. Everywhere you go, it's going to be a camera on you. Yeah. Doing all type of stupid stuff, man. I don't feel sorry for you because it's obvious you don't care for yourself. You're going to be just like one of them other NBA players. Look at them now. Used to be a rising star and all this. They going to take all that from you, man. And it ain't about that. It ain't even about the money. It ain't even about what they gonna take from you. It's about being responsible. It's about making better decisions. It's about correcting the error of your ways. It's about not following in the same footsteps as other people you seen walked this path and knew the end results of them wasn't good. It's about knowing who you are. It's about building and working on your legacy. It's about being a representative to your family. You got a daughter. You have to show her what a man is because she's going to choose a man based upon what she see in you. And why most fathers don't like to meet their daughter's boyfriends because they bring home them. Because they bring home them. And you don't like them because you see yourself in them. People always want to appreciate and want their family after something bad happened. But when they there with you right now, you don't appreciate it. You got to wait till you get hurt or come up with some diagnosis of a disease or die and go to hell for you now to remember what was important to you, what you wish you can get back. But when you have it, you don't appreciate it. And you ain't got the guts and boldness to make right choices and decisions and choose the right friends, then you scared to cut them off because they know so much dirt about you. You don't want them speaking on you to hurt you. So now you're being blackmailed by your own friends. That's the real truth of why he won't cut off his friends. Because they know a lot about him. They know the secret stuff about him. They know the dirt about him. Let's just be real. That's the problem. But it is what it is, though, man. I don't feel sorry for you. You ain't got yourself in trouble again. You ain't gonna do nothing but issue another weak, lame apology. Still gonna be hanging around the same old guys because you can't cut them loose because you're being blackmailed. We know that. You're being blackmailed by your own friends. We know that. That's why you got to keep them around. That's why they know they can get stuff from you. And they make you do dirt so that they can have something on you. They make you do dirt so that they can have something on you. It's all that thing is about, bro. Now you done put yourself where you sleeping with the enemy. The enemy is in your own camp. It ain't the people outside the camp. The people in your camp. You hold them guns because you're afraid of them to let them know that you might be about it. So don't try me. Like, I done seen that happen to so many people. Your own inner circle is who you actually afraid of, and most of the time you trying to show you tough so that they won't try you. You ain't fooling me, partner. I'm from the streets for real. I understand how it goes. I know what you're doing, okay? That being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.